Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Fire Brigade of Flames, chapter 106. When we last left off, let's see, there were like a bunch of different plot threads going on. With Obi and Iris, they got more backup from like the random guys in the 1st, 5th, and I think 2nd Brigade showed up to help out. Karim, Hinoa, and Vulcan wiped out all the minor flame humans and are now just left with the fight against the demon. Shinra continued to realize that he does not stand too much of a chance against Charon, but he has some new plan using the different like hand signs he was doing. And then we had Arthur and Haumea, where Haumea revealed that there are 8 Adoraburst users around. Sho, Shinra, Haumea, Hirohashirame, and Inca, and then there are 3 more we don't know about. So yeah, that was cool. So let's jump right on into chapter 106, Second Generation, which I'm hoping will be focused on the 2nd generation, Hinoa and Karim fighting a demon, which is going to be cool as hell. But yeah. A troop of nuns have arrived. Heroes are coming together from all over. Put those souls to rest. Flames are the breaths of souls, and smoke the soul's release. Ashes to ashes, this soul, return to the raging flame. Ratomu! The nuns have finished the prayer. Put the flame humans to rest. Commander Obi, the flame humans are being taken care of, but the fires are still raging. What do we do? At this rate, the entire city will be burnt to the ground. So yeah, they're like getting, like, now the flame human souls are at rest, so they can, like, you know, go ham on them. Let's see. Got a scan later page. Yeah. So now we're back to, Arthur and Haumea, who are still going at it. Arthur is blocking all of Haumea's signals with his plasma sword. And we have our chapter title, 106, Second Generation. It's just a great two-page spread of them, like going at each other on top of the flaming city. It looks really cool. Oi, Charon, do you copy? We've been compromised. Hurry and get the 5th pillar. Now the chapter's loading. And Charon, like, tries to smack, Charon, just, like, smacks Shinra upside the head. And he kind of, like, gets beat up. I hear you. This guy here is really stubborn. And he, like, elbows, Shinra in the gut. He's tough. No matter how hard I hit him, he doesn't budge. It's like nothing phases him. Oh, that's Shinra thinking. I thought that was Charon commenting on how much Shinra isn't giving up. But yeah, that's Shinra talking about how hopeless this fight is. And he makes another like symbol and goes to knee Charon in the face, and it still doesn't work. Like I said last chapter, I really hope like this fight stops being the focus because it's not really going anywhere at the moment. Like it was really good the first chapter or two, but now like they're just kind of going in place for a while. So I want more focus on the other fights that like have some momentum other than Charon that's not doing anything. And there's a snap. So some snap from Charon. I don't know if he just says snap or like snaps his fingers, but either way he like shoos Shinra away, and this huge explosion blasts Shinra back. Damn, nothing's working on him. Did he even feel that kick? And the way he just shrugs off an explosion like that. He triggers explosions just by walking. And Shinra actually speaks up this time. You're walking all slow now. You lose your cool after that last one? And Shinra's eyes kind of widen like he's realized something. Energy that disappears. Explosions. If something doesn't feel right, I should just go back to the fundamentals. He calls out when he's about to use his ability, and his first explosion was massive. So I just assumed he was a 3rd generation. What generation are you? Oh, he's not. The 2nd generation, the title is Charon. Oh, fuck. And then we're cut right back away from Charon, but I'm pretty sure he's 2nd generation, going by the title and what Shinra's thinking about. Yeah, we're back with Karim and Hinoa against the demon. And Karim called out to, is that Hinoa or Vulcan? I can't quite tell. I'll have to ask you to please stand back. And some flames like gather around the demon. And Karim kind of like gathers them into his trombone-looking thing. And he does something. But he gets it charged up. And he aims it at the demon. Thermoacoustic refrigeration. And he blasts the ice at the demon. And Vulcan and Hinoa kind of like look on at him. And the demon is frozen. But I highly doubt he will stay that way for very long. Incredible. It was nothing. You use sound waves to cool the opponent's flames and use them against them. I've seen several 2nd generation abilities, but nothing like this. I don't have precise flame control like yours. Actually, there are several types of 2nd generation. and different from mine and Captain Karim, such as Malky's long-distance control of flames, and different from the third generation, which has a vast set of specialties. Second generation has many dangerous abilities. I can't ignite myself, but if the opponent is the third generation, I can use their flames to fight. That's why, even when we're not against the third generation, we make sure to hide our generation and force the opponent to use their flames. And so, is that it for the demon fight? I sure hope not, because that would be a really bad move. But we come right back to Shinra and Charon, whose match is kind of touching on the themes Karim is bringing out. And not Karim, but Hinua pointed out that second generations get their opponents to use their flames for them. I see. You showed off a giant explosion, so I think you're third generation. But really, you're second generation. You absorb the kinetic energy of any blow, accumulating and transforming into thermal energy to attack. Deceiving me like that, you're a demon. Yes, as you said. And what's wrong with that? Seriously? Even though I now know his trick, does that not mean that I'll be able to hit him? I won't be able to protect Inca if I don't defeat him, but what do? He'll keep turning my attacks into explosions, and it'll kill me if I do nothing. What's this? Afraid to attack now? You're not going to defeat anyone if you don't attack. You know that, right? Think. If I don't attack, he at least won't be able to attack very strongly. And Charon just yells out, "False!" And all of his henchmen come to beat him up so he can have some more thermal energy. Oh fuck. This is not good. And he just let this huge scream and all of his henchmen go flying. There it goes. And it looks like he's charging up a Kamehameha in his hands right there. And he lets it fly right at Shinra. It was not a Kamehameha, it's just like an orb, not a beam. Stab! And the whole ball just explodes at Shinra. Oh shit. Wait. It has to be now. He absorbs energy to release later. When he releases the energy, his second generation causes him to draw flames out, not in. If I counterattack when he attacks, I should be able to. Not sure, but it's worth a try. I have to try. That's it! The horn seal that Commander Obi taught me. In the ancient art of Genkoku, and go back to a flashback with Benimaru. In the ancient art of Genkoku, there were some things called hand signs, but with them I can control flames. Making those shapes with your fingers, the flow of all energy in your body concentrates at one point. That affects the flames, too. With the hand signs, it caused a mysterious explosion in Asakusa. I counterattack, and send him flying. He saw an opening. Shinra prepares to attack. To be continued, Chapter 107, Sign of the Horns. Alright, so I guess that is it for this week. It's not what I was hoping for. I was hoping this chapter would be a big focus on Hinua and Karim, which we did not get whatsoever. But yeah, they don't always get what you're expecting to get. So yeah, it was a good chapter. We now have an actual plan to defeat Charon that might actually work. Now that we know more, it's not just he's a huge tank. Though he is a huge tank. I still don't really expect this plan to work. I still expect Charon to run off with Inca. That's still my theory for how this arc is going to wrap up. But I still think we're in the end game of this arc. The final... I think this arc will be done probably by, the end of the year, maybe. Maybe go into a little bit of 2018. But I think this arc will be wrapping up, in the next couple chapters. But yeah, so we got... I'm really disappointed in the Karim demon fight. If it is over, I still fully expect the demon to just break out of the ice. Because they hyped him up for 3 or 4 chapters, and he's just dead in 2 pages. So I don't think it'll be over that fast. But I think Okubo wanted this chapter to focus more on the Charon fight, which I think has gone a little too long. But that's just me. I hope we transfer our focus more into the demon fight that I, again, hope is not over. And I want to see more Arthur Haumea, because I do expect that to be a rivalry that carries on throughout the series. But we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, I'm expecting Haumea to, like I said I think I said it last week, I expect Haumea to be around, till the very end. Till we have all 8 pillars. But I expect an Arthur Haumea fight to be, a regularly occurring thing from now on. But we didn't see much of them. We just saw, a quick little, they're still going at it. They have just that 2-page title spread. And that's all we see of them. Though it looks really cool. And I hope next week we get more into, their fight, but it does look like next chapter will again be focusing on Charon, because of that Sign of the Horns title, which is, what Shinra's about to be doing. So yeah, that's where I really think is going to be happening next week, with Sign of the Horns. But I don't really, we have to wait and see what happens. The Obi stuff, there's not a whole lot of stuff to do there. They're just taking care of the Flame Humans, and I think we're not going to see a whole lot more from him this arc. Again, I hope we see more from Kinoa. I hope the demon is not dead, and we get a full-on, like balls of the wall chapter from them, like we got back in the Netherworld. And then Arthur and Hamea again. I hope that they have a bigger fight. And Charon and Shinra again. I want them to wrap up in the next couple of chapters. But yeah, I for the most part like this chapter. It was not as good as I hoped it would be, but it was still a perfectly fine chapter. So I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna leave this video there. Hope you enjoyed the chapter and the video. If you enjoyed the video, drop me a like, subscribe, whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care. And as always, people, keep kicking ass, and I'll see you in the future. Bye.